Sal Giardina. I'm going to explain to you why I will not debate an evolutionist. Your first thought may be, Sal, perhaps you do not have the academic credentials to defend your position. Well, most of my numerous Facebook friends know me for my regular creation posts and videos. These unique posts show why the current facts of science streaming in on the information highway actually support the biblical record. I take the time to construct each post upon many years of experience as a professional scientist. These posts actually refute the outdated theory of Darwinian biologic evolution. Of course, this irritates some people who then respond, but rarely do their retorts contribute an adequate response to the factual content of the posts. So why, Mr. Giardina, would you not accept an opportunity to debate an evolutionary-oriented scientist who sincerely believes that life is a product of cosmic accident, having created itself only from useless and lifeless chemicals? Well, fair question. Do you remember the popular nationally syndicated radio commentator Paul Harvey? He would describe a fascinating event in detail for you to ponder, and then he would pause and give you the famous "the other side of the story," which invariably completely changed your perception of the entire scenario. Now think, nearly every person on Earth has heard about biologic evolution. In fact, you have more than just heard about it. You've been indoctrinated with the mantra since elementary school. You were given evolutionary-oriented textbooks, which were required reading, remember? But these assignments, did they ever allude to the possibility that there might be another side of the story? Let's face it, the entire public education system right now, through the university level, has promoted for decades the so-called certainty of natural selection and beneficial mutations, etc., etc. You've heard it. Public school teachers and tenured professors have persuaded several generations of students who then become teachers themselves. However, just to ensure that you have the evolutionary story memorized, it is regularly recited on all the mainstream media outlets. And how about the visual effects of motion picture sensations like Jurassic Park and Star Wars, promoting evolution as the backdrop of the plot? And then there's the Nova science programs, in which millions of dollars are spent to convince you of the Big Bang. Anybody out there? These programs are essentially animations based on self-contradicting conjectures within the scientific community. Nevertheless, they are all part of the evolutionary scenario presented to you as fact. Now let me get to the point of all this. You've been inundated with evolutionary dogma from many angles all your life. Why? Because the humanistic community has at their disposal 99.9% of all the media, the educational pipelines and finances for their propaganda campaign. So I ask you, why would I use my preparation time, effort, and expense to set up a venue for a debate and provide another evolutionist with 50% of the timeshare? They have already broadcast all the broadcasts on their side of the story, and having captured your attention by dominating 99% of all forms of communication. Now, when I conduct a multimedia creation presentation for the purpose of providing you with the other side of the story, I am acutely aware that I am only appealing to your God-given gift of reasoning for a fraction of the time to which you were previously exposed. No, you don't have to be a scientist, but as a juror, you must discern truth from error, and this simply requires that you honestly ask yourself which evidence presented provides a best fit. Of course, this assumes you are seeking the truth and are willing at least to listen to the other side of the story. The truth is usually simple. Okay, you're hereby briefed. God has raised many creation ministries to bring back light to whosoever will take the time to listen. On the other hand, if you're an individual who refuses to acknowledge God as creator merely because you want to continue in a non-biblical lifestyle, well then, no amount of evidence that I present will be objectively evaluated or accepted. This is why I do not usually respond to negative retorts to my Facebook posts, and that's why I do not give 50% of my time to debate an evolutionist. Well, thank you for watching and sharing this post.